Hey guys, welcome back to HOGWORKZ YouTube channel. This is Kyle, and today we're here to discuss our pork chop saddlebag guards available in chrome or black and are a quick installation. The great part about these is they require no modification to get them on your bike, meaning you're not cutting or hacking up your existing saddlebag guards. These guards are going to protect your bike in the event of a crash and are also extremely aggressive looking. Let's jump into a quick installation here with Alex in our Michigan facility.
Alright guys, a couple tools you're going to need for the install on this is a 9/16 wrench, a 1/2 inch wrench, 7/16 wrench. You're going to need a T45 and a T40 Torx bit, a 3/16 Allen wrench, and a 1/2 inch socket. Alright, the first thing you want to do is take your saddlebags off. Alright, the next thing you want to do is pop your side covers off. Go ahead and take your seat off. Alright guys, depending on which year bike you have, the saddlebag support bar, the bolts that hold it in on the back, some of them the bolt threads in through the back and some of them it threads in through the front. If your bike has the bolt that is fed in from the back, you'll need to remove your tri-bar so that you have enough room to slide your bolt off after you take the nut out. So we're gonna go ahead and do that now. All right, so the first thing you wanna do is remove your antenna. This is a HOGWORKZ product. It's called our shorty antenna. Disconnect the tri-bar light in the back. There's 2 plugs. All right, so there's a cover over the tri-bar light. You wanna remove that. And then there's a plug on each side. You wanna unplug both of those. Alright, so after you have your tri-bar light disconnected, you want to go ahead and remove the 3 screws on each side. They're 11 millimeters and they're just studs on the inside. They come out and the studs come from the fender and go into the tri-bar. So you're just going to be taking the nut off the tri-bar. Alright, so after you have your tri-bar removed, we're going to go ahead and remove the OEM saddlebag support bar. To do this, you're going to need your T40, T45 Torx bits, a 9/16 wrench, and a 1/2 inch wrench. So you want to start by moving the exhaust bracket with a 1/2 inch socket. And then with your T45 and your 9/16 wrench, you want to go ahead and remove this bolt here. Next, with a T40 and a 1/2 inch wrench, you want to remove the other bolt. And then the last thing you want to remove is the forward mount, and that's going to take your T45 Torx and a 9/16 wrench. And your support is now free. Once you have your OEM saddlebag support off, you want to remove the exhaust bracket and retain it because you're going to use it again when we put the HOGWORKZ on. And then you'll also want to remove this grommet and retain it because it's going to go in our new support. So this is going to be the new saddlebag support. It's already pre-drilled, it's cut to length. What you want to do is take your OEM grommet and there's a little wedge in it, and you want to push it so that the wedge is forward instead of on the rear. So just like this, you push it right in this way. And then you'll want to take your OEM exhaust bracket and slide it in, making sure not to push the gasket back out, just like that. So once you have your rubber grommet and your exhaust bracket on, you want to go ahead and assemble the saddlebag support to the engine guard, and that's going to be done with a 3/16 Allen and a 7/16 wrench. So you go ahead and just slide it on here, line up the holes, and then just finger tight for now. Then once you have that done, you can go ahead and on the top here you want to take this bolt out. It's a T45, and then we'll line up the rear, slide it into place, line up the top, reinstall your top screw. Just finger tight everything for now. Install your bottom screw, again just finger tight. Then you can insert your bolt through the back. Nut on the front. And then your other one, smaller one on the inside. Again, some bikes, you'll see it going this way. Some bikes it'll go in from the back. Sometimes same thing with this one. I would just put them back on in whichever way they were when you took them off. So you just want to snug these up, and then we'll go around at the end once everything's snug and we'll tighten them up. So if your bike has the seat bumpers on them, you can just go ahead and remove them with the added thickness of the engine guard. It'll basically account for what the seat bumper is here. So just go ahead and remove them. You don't need to reinstall them. So once you've tightened down the engine guard bolts, the top and bottom mount, you can come back here to the saddlebag support and tighten this down. And then once you got those tight, with a 7/16 wrench and a 3/16 Allen, you can tighten up the connecting bolt. And then the last thing you'll want to do is tighten up your exhaust mount bolts. Go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. And then you'll just want to go ahead and reinstall your tri-bar, your 3 screws on the sides. Make sure you reconnect your light, both sides and the bottom, and then reconnect your antenna. Don't forget to reinstall your antenna up here, and then lastly reconnect your tri-bar light on both sides here. Alright, so the last thing to finish up the installation is to go ahead and put your side covers and your saddlebags and then your seat back on.
Alright guys, now that Alex has successfully installed the HOGWORKZ pork chop saddlebag guards on the bike, it is easy to see why this is an awesome upgrade. Constructed of heavy duty steel, these bars are 1.25 inches thick and add style and protection to the bike. One more thing about these bars, these are going to fit standard saddlebags, Harley stretched, aka tapered bags, which are here on this bike right now, as well as HOGWORKZ fully stretched bags. A lot of the competition's bag guards do not work with stretch bags, but that's not the case here with HOGWORKZ. We got you covered for all types of bags. So once again, this is Kyle with HOGWORKZ, signing off, reminding you to keep the wind at your back and the breeze on your sack.